Just give me 1 minute. Okay. I think we're ready to go. All right, so hi everyone, I'm Isaac. I'm studying the Al Brooks price action trading course. I'm on my second run through of the Al Brooks video course, and I'm just doing this as my personal journal, reviewing today's S&P. Today is January 13th, 2026. It is a Tuesday. I am not a teacher. I'm not trying to teach. I'm just trying to make my own personal journal to help me learn and also get feedback from other people. Also, I put a disclaimer. I put a reference to the risk disclosure disclaimer at the CBOE website, so you can read that. Do not trade with funds you cannot afford to completely lose. Okay, so again, January 13th, 2026. I'm going to try to run through this faster. I am working on my presentation skills. Let's start by just removing all these lines and then, okay. Let's start. Oops. Okay. There we go. Monthly chart. Yeah, we can probably go up. We can probably go up more after these bull bars. We had buyers below this bar here, so I think we can go up more before going sideways. Weekly chart, bull channel. I can see us going more sideways here, maybe sideways to up. Here's the daily RTH, and then here's the daily ETH. Trading range. Bull gap here. Sorry, bull gap around here, which the bears tried to close. They couldn't close it. Yeah. 60-minute RTH. Trading range, maybe slightly tilted up, so broad bull channel. This was a trading range here. Okay. 15-minute chart. This is 15-minute Globex. The 60-minute, yeah, this is 60-minute RTH, so not including after hours. This 15-minute chart is Globex or ETH, so it does include after hours. Yep, so broad bull channel. And then coming to today, starting around here. This was the opening, bear bar, bear body. The market was going sideways in the after hours and coming down a bit, but ultimately looks more sideways. But as you can see, broad bull channel. Okay. 5-minute RTH. Crunch this together. This is what I saw. And I'm not currently in the Al Brooks daily webinars. Although after today, there are days where I get really confused and I feel the need to subscribe to the webinars and see what's going on, see the see the presenters' opinions. This might be one of those days. But other than that, and I am in the Al Brooks Discord group, which I try to check. I still have to check that today. I saw broad bull channel. I don't know if this was right. But now that I think of it, maybe this. It was kind of like a slope there. Maybe a wedge top. Like here, here, here. Could be something like that. But looking at the market cycle, yeah, going up. And yeah, trading range this way, sideways, up, pull back up, big gap down from Friday to Monday, big gap down, but then went up and then came back down again. So I think it's just sideways when looking at the bigger picture. And as for this broad bull channel that I drew, looked like they tried to break out and then came back in. And now I'll do a bar by bar analysis, again keeping in mind I was confused today, so excuse me. So I'm going to try to do this a little bit faster than how Brad Wolf usually does it, because I just don't want to spend as much time. Okay, so bar one, yeah, bull bar, but this is a trading range. 2, sellers above, retesting down to the low of bar 1 and to yesterday's close. 3, bear bar. 4, bear bar with a candle wick. 5, bear bar. 6, we tested back up here to the low bar 2, this bear bar, and went back down. 7, broke below yesterday's close, closed below it, but still big candle wick. 8, another bear bar. 9, bit of a pause. But then 10, keeps going. Still, candle wick. 11, continues to go. Starts retesting yesterday's bar 1 high. And then 12, finds buyers. 13, another bull bar. Maybe it's retesting this breakout from here. 14, okay, still testing higher, maybe to this area. And 13, 14, 15. Pause. 16. Bear bar. I mean, after a big move down like this, even though we have yesterday's price action like this big down, I would feel pretty safe, you know, fading this. But then 17, surprise bull bar. So what's going on here? I guess there were buyers at the this 12 bull bars high. So maybe I mean this is a bad stop order buy. I mean it's a decent signal bar, but who's trying to buy after this? But I guess the bulls wanted to get back in there and then buy there. Or they're just retesting this area again, because look at bar 17, 18. Retesting there in a doji. Not great confirmation because that's didn't close above this high here. 19 doji, so pause. 20, another doji, but had a bull body. And it was an outside bar. So what are we doing? Let's see. 21 is another doji. 22. Not a trend bar, so I'll call that a doji. Where was that retesting? Maybe trying to get above yesterday's close. Could not close above it. So bears come in on 23. And look at that surprise there. On 24. I'm not sure what happened here. My news events indicator, I think I have to restart NinjaTrader to have that working again. Anyways, looks like the bears retested down to the close of 11 and found buyers again. Starting to think this is a buy zone. 25. Of course, as I expected. Bulls bought. 26. More of a doji. Kind of disappointing, going back and retesting the highs of this little tight trading range here. But then 27, surprise, we get out. By the way, this is a wedge here, 1, 2, 3. So what was this? 14, 18, 22. So that was a wedge reversal. Could this be another wedge? Or is this going up? Where is it retesting? Where are we finding sellers? I would say around yesterday's, these highs here around, 20, around bar 29, this trading range here. Okay. 27, 28, another bull bar. Didn't close above the previous high. That candle wick on the previous bar is kind of concerning. But then 29, another bull bar. Where are they retesting to? Where are they trying to go? At this point, I did calculate. I did draw out using NinjaTrader's Fibonacci retracement tool, and saw that we retraced 75% of this bear move down. 30. It's a bear bar. So what's going on? Where were they trying to retest? Was it to this bar 3 close? Was it, were they just retesting? Are they just retesting these lows from yesterday? Bar 31 found buyers. After so many bull bars, of course, you can expect buyers below previous bar. So got a bull bar there. But then bar 32, bigger looking bear bar. Bar 33, still buyers pushing this back up. But then maybe that turned out to be just a quick pullback before bar 34 had a bigger bear bar, retesting to these highs down here before finding buyers on 35. Okay, looks like we're going kind of sideways here. 36, retesting the close of bar 34. And then finding buyers. But then another surprise here. 37, pin bar. Retests down to this other pin bar here. Its close. Big candle wick. It's retested to its close of bar 24. Found buyers. Came back. So what happens next? Well, I don't know. I mean, at this stage, I would think that we're gonna go higher, but let's see. 39. Okay, we have a bear bar. Going back to these lows, but closing inside this, below this high. It's now starting to close inside here. That was 38, sorry, and then 39. Another bear bar. Almost undoing this pin bar here. 40, testing down almost to the low of that pin bar. 37. Well, what happens now? Could this be a double bottom? Who knows? Well, apparently not. 41, we had buyers above 30, above 40. We had sellers above 40. Came down, closed below this pin bar. 42. Yeah, good bear bar. Still, so it closed above the 24 low, that pin bar there. We still have higher lows. Okay. Then 43. Went one, yeah, it still couldn't close below the pin bar, but or the pin bar's low. But still it did retest the close of bar 11, that bear bar. Very steep bear move down. Okay. And again, with this broader channel that's more like longer, long term. Starting to get below that, but will it stay below? 44 went up, found sellers above the previous bar. And then 45 retested 43 close, and then went straight up. 46. Bear bar, so disappointing follow through to this bull bar here. Not good for the bulls. 47, retesting presumably to the close, either the close of 44 or the open of 45. Finding buyers, bouncing a little bit back up. 48. There's a pause. Doji. Pure doji. That's rare. But there it is. 49. Bulls take this upward. So good bull bar. It's good for the bulls. And then 50, another bull bar. That's good, but I don't know. What if this is a two-legged pullback? What if this is a bear flag? Let's see. 51. Found sellers at these lows of bar 37, pin bar, and bar 39. Because this could be a failed double bottom, right? Okay. So found sellers there. 52. Doji had a bear body. Did it close below? It did close, I think, one tick below the previous bear bar. Okay. 53. Pin bar. Tested down to these lows here. Tested to 43 close. Found buyers. But it still doesn't look good for the bulls. Uh, 54. Is this a trend bar or is it a trading range bar? I'm leaning more towards something. Maybe it's something in between. I don't know. 55. Goes up a bit. Test the open of this pin bar and comes back down. Goes below, I think it went even one tick below 24 pin bars low. Didn't close below it though. Looks better for the bears, but this would be a breakout, so I'm not sure if I would trade that unless I was already in a trade expecting some bigger move. 56. More of a doji, but with a bear body. 57. Doji, full body. Let's pause. This time we are we closing below this pin bar still? Yeah, I believe so. And we found buyers. 58. Bull body, candle wick tested back to the high of this bear bar. 54. And let me just think here. 4. Yeah, so just retesting to there. But would I buy that? Um, well, I wouldn't, because look at all these bear bodies. Not something I want to buy against at the moment. Um, 59, pause. Then 60, buyers below 59. And we got a nice bull body. Maybe kind of a V shape here, so I'm not really sure what to make of that. 60, is it? Okay, that's 61. So this was 60, then 61. So yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of a turnaround there. Still looks better for the bears, but we are near a buy zone. I think this is support. Okay, 62. Buyers below 61. Doji. Maybe we start going a little bit sideways. Yeah, 63. Still sideways. 64. Goes down a little bit more. Tags, retests, finds buyers. Test the high of 57. This little pin bar here. And 65. This bull bar, but still closing just closing at the high of this tight trading range here. 66. Tests out of this tight trading range, finds sellers, comes down a bit, doji. 67. Bear body. Tests down to here. Is this still a bear flag? I mean, with this kind of price action, I'm starting to doubt it. But let's see. 68. Doji didn't close below 67's low. And then 69. Broke below 67 low. Closed here. Down in this area. 70. Yep. Found some buyers. So little bull bar. 71. Oh, excuse me. Okay. 71 went below the 57 pin bars low, but not this bar 12 low here. So that this low here is hasn't been taken out. So we found buyers there. So call that more of a doji, maybe a doji pin bar. 72. We did go below bar 12 low, made a new low for the day. Should we close below it? I don't think so. No. But we did pierce below it. And then 73. 73 is testing lower, now going into yesterday's bar 1 bull bar and actually closing inside of it. 74. 74 bull bar, so we found buyers. Is this a wedge here? 1, 2, 3. Maybe wedge bottom. Would I buy against that? That I'm not too sure about, to be honest. But let's see. 74. So 75 was another bull bar. So this was a stop order buy, but was it a reasonable stop order buy? That I can't say. I mean, I know we're in a buy zone, but little steep bear channel there. Not sure. Yeah. So 76. Doji. Sort of pausing a little bit. 77. Well, we're getting into the end of day trading. So what is it what is it the institutional bulls and bears are trying to accomplish now that they've stepped in? I think on the daily RTH you see here, I think the bears wanted to close below yesterday's bar. So they wanted to go below yesterday's close or low. And I think the bulls wanted to prevent that and create as much candle wick here as possible. And it looked like they were doing a pretty good job of that. Yeah, really nice surprise bull bar, even closing above this trading range here, testing up to this two-legged pullback here. 77, 78, closed above the high of 50, and even retesting into here. Looks like they were even retesting. I think they were maybe relieving these any bulls that bought here. Did a stop order here, got taken out suddenly. So they could get out break even. Bar 79. Yeah, finding sellers. There were sellers here. So I would think maybe this is a sell zone here. 80. Yeah, it's just starting to quiet down. 81. Doji. So it just started to quiet down there. And that's the end result on the daily RTH. You could see we ended with a lot of candle wick underneath. Stop orders. I mean, looking at this, I would think maybe stop sell here. I mean, this is an avalanche. I mean, Al Brooks would just call this sell the close, just get in, is what he says. Any other stop orders? Not sure about this over here. Possibly. I'm not sure about 26. Is 30. Is 38 a good stop sell? I don't know. And maybe stop order bulls above 74, but that's after bar 72, which is not recommended unless you really know what you're doing. So limit orders. I think R5 went up, retest, found sellers. 6 went up, found sellers. Just retesting there, finding sellers. The 8, same thing. Retesting back here, finding sellers. That's the close of 2 days ago there. This line here. I thought sellers here, like at bar 14 when retesting the high of close of bar 7. And then of course, as you could see, definitely limit order buyers right when 17 bar 17 opened. That was at when it went down to retest high of bar 12. So bulls bought it immediately. Didn't even go below the previous bar. They just bought. I think limit order bulls here with this pin bar went down, then went up. So just went to retest down here. Maybe limit order bears here 37. And it retested and tried to retest the close of bull bar 35, coming down and comes down, and then of course sellers above 39. This bull 39, no 40, the bull bar 40, sellers above it, taking this downward, but then retesting to here where there were limit order bulls, and they were still there. And then limit order bulls again around that area here. So take this back up, but then limit order bears waiting here at this failed double bottom here, and coming back into the buy zone, finding buyers below 56. Okay. Then tight trading range, so sellers, there's buyers above, buyers below, sellers above, but ultimately better for bears. So sellers above 61. Yeah, and then still in this buy zone, going below here, and then we still broke back into this range here. Okay, so that's my assessment for stop order trades and limit order trades. Any measured moves? Oh. Oh, okay, we could just use this one. I thought of L1 equals L2. We could try that. I don't think it worked. The thing is, this pullback was so deep, I just didn't think this would happen, but it did. We did not get the L1 equals L2, although if we were to do it this way, going with yesterday's high, you see that there. And then we copy paste that. No, that's even worse now. Yeah, so we didn't achieve the L1 equals L2. Wedge top. What about that? Well, that failed. But with this with this pin bar, I mean, with these surprises we've been having today, it's been more difficult to really assess everything. I mean, maybe going from this pin bar. Is there anything like that? Yeah, that was a 1R. 1R of the range of this pin bar, 24. What about this pin bar over here? This is that was a double bottom. It was also, I mean, it was a wedge as well. So of course we could expect an attempt to pull back. That one. Excuse me, let me just. Okay. The 1R was met of the failed double bottom, but also just the measured move of just this pin bar. It took a while to get down there, but it did. I think I might be measuring the wrong thing, though. What if it was here? Okay. Okay, got it. Got it. So measuring from these highs down to the double bottom could have formed, but failed. So that from here to here. And then that's our 1R there. And right there is where it turned around. Okay, so there was that. Okay. So I will keep that in mind. And other than that, where do I think we go from here? Look at this wick here. I think there's a good chance the bulls will take this upward. Maybe there's a target they have. I haven't measured any targets on the daily RTH. But this open gap here and this candle wick, as well as this broad bull channel, does give me confidence that we'll go up more. It just happened to be not today. So what do you guys think? Anything I missed? Anything I assessed incorrectly? Anything I did well? Anything I can do better? Please let me know. Any Al Brooks videos I should go back over? I'm on, I believe, section 15 in the video course. And I will definitely be subscribing to the webinar for a little while again after today. So yeah, that will be all for me. So I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I will talk to you the next time. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye for now.